Good morning, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Torah portion, Jacob is on his deathbed, and he blesses all of his children. And there's a beautiful verse when he blesses his son Judah. He says, "Chachliche einayim meyayin." Your eyes should be red from wine, uleven shinayim mechalav, and your teeth white from milk. And the rabbis explained that he was blessing him. They should have a lot of wine, and when you drink a lot of wine, your eyes become red. And you should have a lot of good pasture, so you should have a lot of milk. And the whiteness of your teeth should be from an abundance of milk. But our rabbis give a beautiful insight into this verse. And our rabbis say, what does it mean your teeth should be white from milk? That it's greater to give the whiteness of your teeth, of your smile, to a person. Greater is the person who gives a smile, the whiteness of their teeth, to their friend, than as if greater even than if they would have given them a drink of a cup of milk. What the rabbis are telling us so profoundly is that just like milk whitens your teeth, so too the smile that we radiate at someone with love by giving them the whiteness of our teeth is even greater than a cup of milk. What does that mean, greater than a cup of milk? Why doesn't it say greater than a cold drink of water on a hot day? Because the milk contains nutrients and it nourishes you, not like just water that refreshes you. And what it's saying is when you smile at someone, when you show them warmth, when you show them love, it's not just that you give them refreshing waters and you revive them, but you're actually nurturing and nourishing their soul and their heart. And therefore the greatest thing you can give someone, even more than white milk, is your white, beautiful smile. There was a rabbi from Israel, his name was Rabbi Mordechai Mizrahi. He was once in the airport, and he was drinking a black coffee because there was no kosher milk. And a man came over to him with a big smile and said, "Rabbi, I actually have some milk. Would you like some milk for your coffee?" And he said, "Thank you," and he gave him the milk. And then he said to him, "I want you to know that more than the milk you gave me, the minute you said, 'Hi, Rabbi,' with a big smile, you already gave me more than the milk." Because he quoted this verse, the whiteness, the care, the love, noticing another person, caring about another person, that does more for nurturing the heart and the soul and the mind of a person than the whiteness of the milk. So always radiate your white smile. And this is very important today. Today is the 10th day of Tevet, which is a fast day. Why is it a fast day? Because 2,500 years ago, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar laid siege around the walls of Jerusalem, which 2.5 years later led to the destruction of our temple. And therefore we mourn this day, the siege against Jerusalem. But why do we remember this day? Because our rabbis say, why was the temple destroyed? First the temple by the Babylonians and then by the Romans? Because there was a lack of proper love amongst the Jewish people. And therefore the whole message of this day is to show more love to one another. Of course we have to fast and we have to introspect and improve ourselves. But the most important thing we have to do is shower each other with more kindness and with more love. A smile is someone you can give anyone, and it's not just the smile, it's the words that come with the smile, the interest in another person, the care for another person, trying to be of assistance, of help to another person. That's even greater than the whiteness of the milk. Last week an amazing woman died. Her name was Agnes Coletti. She was 103 years old, 1 year shy of her 104th, 1 week shy of her 104th birthday. She was the oldest surviving Olympic gold medalist. And her story is remarkable because she was a Holocaust survivor. Her father was murdered in Auschwitz, together with another 800,000 Jews from Budapest, where she was born. Her mother and her sister survived through the great Swedish diplomat Roald Wallenberg. And she went into hiding in the countryside, forged a Christian identity as a maid, and survived the Holocaust. And she was barred from participating in the 1940 and 1944 Olympics. She came back in Helsinki in 1952 at 31, competing with girls in their 20s. And she started to win medals in the Helsinki Olympics and then in the Australian Olympics in 1956. And she won 10 medals, 5 of them gold medals. And she died as the oldest Olympic survivor at 103 with 10 medals. And In addition to that, she broke the record as the oldest person to win an Olympic medal at the age of 31 years old. But she went on in 1957 to make Aliyah to Israel, where she got married and she had her 2 children, Daniel and Raphael. And she said on her 100th birthday, when she was interviewed just a few years ago, she said, my greatest accomplishment is not the 10 medals and the 5 golds, but getting married and having 2 children, Daniel and Raphael, in Israel. That was my greatest revenge against the Nazis. And to me, Agnes Coletti's life represents the Jewish people. Outlived all of her enemies, built a Jewish family, and despite all the gold medals that she won, and all of her great achievements as an extraordinary woman and athlete, she said, my greatest accomplishment is the love I generated in this world. My marriage, my children who are happy and healthy. It's the smiles we provide, the warmth we radiate, the kindness we show one another. Ultimately, that is the hallmark. That is the greatest achievement we could all accomplish in our lives. Yes, we may have many great successes in life, but there's nothing more important, as Jacob told Judah, than the whiteness of your smile, which nurtures and nourishes your family, your friends, your community, and every single person you encounter. Shabbat Shalom.